and I want to acknowledge the previous presenters that have learned a lot. Mr. Osborne, Boysa, I don't know your name, that's all right. And then Sono, yes, and then Peter.
House pressure.
Oh, and precious, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we are on the last presentation of the day, which is very critical. Yes. That is talking about risk management, okay? Oh, yeah, I thought there's another one too. Medical risk management and child safety. Okay, yeah. Very important. Yeah, especially because we can exactly. Now a lot of chemicals. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the definition of the whole subject matter for the day. But remember that in our communities, there are many activities which involve people from both the body and from the wider community. The risk management of these activities to children and young people needs to be priority. It needs to be what? To be priority. And then from corrective worship to outreach and to ministry activities. Okay, so we don't do Aurora D3. Okay, so we are going to define risk management so that you understand. And then we are going to define risk, what is risk? And then you have to risk assessment. Actually, we are leaders, and therefore we need to check on that data. It means that kuna ni danger banana sio sio. So risk, a situation involving exposure. That's the definition of risk. Risk is what? It's a situation involving exposure to danger. Then risk assessment, a systematic process of evaluating the possible risks that may be linked to any activity or risk. Let's say kids, we went out to the camp. Okay. A systematic process of evaluating the possible risks that may be linked to an activity or task. That means, now we are saying, come, let's play games. And then the game would have jumped in. And then there was a storm that no one could recognize. And then the child mistakenly stepped on that stone and then out of the game. That's what it means. It's a risk assessment. That means before you take the kids to the playground, you need to make sure that you clear everything. If there are thorns, there are things they need to be removed. Then the third one, risk management. Now, it talks to us as leaders directly, this one. Because kids cannot manage the risk, but we as parents and leaders and people are going to be facilitating whatever. It means the risk assessment along with the documentation of procedure to avoid or minimize the impact of the risk. The risk assessment along with the documentation of procedure to avoid or minimize the impact of the risk. It's almost the same as the second point. Most CPR, I don't know CPR will decide it. So if anything happens, a child with an asthma, it happened for Betty, then we need to pump. We understand because we are leaders. We need to take risks. And then principles and guidelines of risk management. Okay? The following principles outline the elements of risk management according to the government. But when I think government, America, unfortunately, it's a very suit. You will have to do your research. But these countries, these are things that are almost the same. I hear about so we follow through and suit. Identify risks. Identify risks. How do you identify the risk? Identify where when if you are traveling from here to Cape Town, because should follow ya how it's a man that is your danger. That means you have to come up with plan B until we say that's how we identify things. Okay? So this kind of stuff about because but what money until you know your leaders. So when you are taking their kids to a trip, they are entrusting you with their kids because Baba Mama, right? And then number 2, analyze risks. You have to analyze the risk. Identify determine the likelihood of the risks to occur and the potential consequences related to the risks and how this could occur. Why this is again? I think that short has been covered. And then evaluate risks. Compare the level of risk against the potential adverse outcomes so that decisions can be made on how to manage that procedure. Okay? It means that we have to carry our
Don't.
and then maybe have activated charcoal in case a child can eat a poisonous food, give that child activated charcoal immediately. Immediately. Paraffin, you have to have milk so that how money is paraffin in an idea. You understand? Such things, you don't have to go to school for that already. It's only a matter of just learning. And then control risks. Okay, that's the following. And then control risks. Develop and implement strategies and action plans which are cost effective and beneficial to all involved. Okay? And then the last one, monitor and review risks. Monitor the effectiveness of the process put in place, provide feedback for improvement, considering on any follow-up requirement from incidences. It means that when you share with others, we tell them, okay? And then we are passing to risk management for child safe standards. Accidental harm, it can be poor physical environment leading to injury. So leaders, individuals are on checklist basis. Then number 2, poor supervision. That is still under accidental harm again. Now this is it's bulletin number 1. So bulletin number 1 in Anna has got 3 points. So it's poor or physical environment leading to injury. Poor supervision. High risk activity. So don't do activities that are in high risk. And you can't save them how money will do. And then all of a sudden, please jump. Then bulletin number 2, physical abuse. Physical abuse will involve physical punishment. So as we are working with kids, guys, we should really control our temper. And I also has mentioned this earlier on, because I know kids can provoke you, they can prick you to an extent. Hence why Galatians chapter 5 verse 22 says, the fruit of the Spirit is love, patience, self-control. Control yourself. Be patient with kids as much as you want the kids to be patient with you. Because who want the kids, when you are teaching them story sounds and show that's what they will laugh at you, but they will still come back to class because they trust you. So that means when the child all those psychological things we're talking about earlier on, be patient with that child. If you want to be boiling, make an excuse. Say, guy, from an oligarch situation, because of anger. Because sometimes we as parents, we even channel our angers where they don't belong. So and then physical bulletin number 2 on physical abuse, pushing and shoving. But one of the kids are getting the age they differ. Una little them and builders. So builders, they want to catch a ball, they will run by force and maybe accidentally push or shove the small child, and then the child will walk away. And bear with them because we want to remember saying so when we were interacting, we were intervening. Don't say such words because it destroys them. And then the last bulletin. Punching, slapping, beating, and kicking. One of those games when we were growing up, that's because I never beat and that's big. How do you have to walk and how do you so we should avoid such games. Highlight are the camp rules or else the house rules we need to mention some. But guys, let's not be violent on our games. However, not, but let's choose the games they right. Bulletin number 3, psychological or emotional abuse. I think that one is obvious. I don't have to come to your rights. Bullying, like assassination, name calling, and all those things. Shaming, body shaming, threatening, when how you know, we need to teach our kids not to threaten each other, not to threaten each other, not to threaten each other, okay? And then the 4th bulletin is neglect. Neglect. Just because banaba couldn't make it to the camp, don't neglect that child. Let us treat kids equally, even if the mother is not there. In the absence or in the presence of the mother, make sure that that child is well taken care of. This stuff Mana was so lonely at the camp because she forgot some things and those kind of situations. So let us be careful. So that means it's gonna be a level of supervision. 1, not providing adequate nourishment because we are here to nurture all our kids, to groom them. Then number 3, not providing adequate clothing or shelter. That Osborne has mentioned it earlier for me. Some parents don't care. So when I as a leader, you need to step up. You need to always have some fleece blankets around your camp in case you see a tent that was cold. Then provide a blanket for that child. Okay? And then not meeting the specific physical or cognitive needs of the child. If the child is the job but hajili's, that's very critical. If a child says hajili's, just because you don't want to make a provision for the child. You know, she or is allergic or causing free or intolerance, I don't know. And then I give a sexual abuse, sexual abuse. You need to bring these kids inappropriate touching, inappropriate conversation of a sexual nature, crossing professional boundaries. Okay? How you work about your boobs look nice to me. You are a leader, you are not a pervert. I'm sorry to use that term, but it's the only word I could find from my brain. And then the other one is cultural or spiritual abuse. I'm Swati. Xhosa. I live in an environment of Basotho, and therefore it means I'm raising half Xhosa and half Sothos. I'm not going to, or let me not personalize it. Let's not find people who are discriminative in the camps. A child has made a mistake. Discriminative is it's not nice because we are for his or her identity. There's anything wrong with being Sutu or being short or being a Swati or Xhosa or Zulu. Let's cease or refrain from using such terms, okay? Then the last one. Online abuse. Social media. I was presenting about social media. Do you still remember?
Yes.
When we actually having to use the words that you use on the social media. You know what the use of social media these days, you guys, for instance, now I hire people, I can never hire you on social media. That I can never, because it means we can't run the customer time. So as growing people, and also as we are doing these things, we need to make sure, even if how happy you are, don't use this slang language until it's a standing right at the end of the day. You know. So those are the abuse that we're talking about. I'm about to finish my presentation. And then we are going to talk about the category of risk. I think that we've just covered. It's grooming, it's safety, it's touch, privacy, and disclosure. You know, it's just 5 simple steps. Grooming, 1. Number 2, it's safety. Number 3, it's touch. Number 4, it's privacy. Number 5, it's disclosure. When someone informs another about the experience of abuse or risk of harm, this could be a direct or indirect disclosure. So how if it's a way and if it's a giving, remember that HIV positive. People we keep away and work because should we be sent to the next person, how to be that information alone to you know, because those are the risks in our church. Because we are too careless about what we say about each other and to each other. So let us rather contain ourselves. We are leaders, we are practicing self-control, even with our tongues. Self-control is not only that as the belt, it's only here and here mentally. So make sure that you are safe when it comes to those things. Okay, sorry. Right. Article number 5, Number 5, here in disclosure. Yes, the one that I've just explained. When I tell you something that is more private or more confidential because I trust you, I'm not expecting you to send that information to the next person. Because if so, sanity has to be questioned, or Ghana Group's families, character assassination. Okay? And then wow, I'm so proud. Okay, and then and then the camp slogan. So Khechane activities are constantly increasing. Just to summarize what you meant. I'm not going to read word by word, guys. I mean, we are master guys. We need to learn how to summarize. It's the camp, the slogan came from Khechane.
Camp slogan.
I'm still writing because you need to know to minister and specific. So besides the Khechane activities are constantly increasing in many parts of the world. In Khechane, a camp might be said of one of the high demanded priorities of curriculum-based activities. What the every year Khechane has slot schedule of camp operations, and therefore you need to activate the risk management safety precautions. Okay? And then more than the challenges, I think we've covered them already. That may be divided okay? And then some worst examples of accident or severe weather conditions. When I was weather, you need to know guys, not I grew up in the Eastern Cape, we were taught, because in the Eastern Cape there will be thunderstorms every day. So we were taught what to do. Free of charge. You should never ever stand under the tree if there is a thunderstorm, because it attracts the lightning. Number 2, you don't touch water. Let's say you're in a camp and there's thunderstorm and it's a severe one. Luma, you are lucky here because there are mountains, it doesn't happen much. Where it's flat in the Eastern Cape, it happens because you are near the sea. So it's warmer that side. So if you touch water, lightning plus water had go back. Because it will you be endangered. You should never ever touch something that is a steel, but rather touch rubber things. That's why in the Eastern Cape, there will always be thatched roof houses. On top of them, there will always be tires. I'm sure you're always asking yourself, what are these tires for? Those tires are rubber tires that are deactivating that lightning that could be danger to you and the whole house. Okay? And then if someone has been encountered with lightning, you take first a wooden staff and then you water iron to remove that. I think Makwena, Una presented really in this class last year when he was talking about don't and remember that. But in basic rescue, yes. Una basic rescue for the same as you natural. You don't touch that person before so that you could say whatever from the body. Okay? And then on the safe accidents, if the camper gets hurt, which is the threat, then personal injuries like jellyfish, for instance, these kids swim, how do swim from the cave? So both stings, both bee stings, what do you do? Because the minute the bee stings you, but a spirit, which it spreads that it spreads the poison, especially if you don't do that. How does the snake bite you now? No, we enjoy ways around the land. You still remember that? What way do you type? Way biting above so that the the poisonous too much. Okay, and then the last one, the accident during tech and train property is damage or vehicle collision. Kunta, we should always relax. That's the first one. Emotional intelligence is very important because when you are scared, whether you cause, so you can't think properly. You end up making wrong decisions. It's like there's fire in the house. How can we? You are taking that energy of thinking better and then wasting it and channeling it where it's wrong. So we need to stand still and think properly. Okay? And then the heart stroke, the asthma, the violence, the vandalism, the bullying, life and thunder. So what do you do? How one emotionally heart stroke? Do you still remember CPR candidates? What do you do, ma'am? Definitely then. I will go yes. Come forward, yes. Yes, quickly, just for them to have an idea, because we will never. Or really, or check, and then start calling for help. Somebody help. When there's no help, you go to the person or closer. Hey, how come I was going to watch the movement now? I was going that even when we are here, money, we're clocking out how many I stand and then it's a little bit of a even a little tilt at the head, the share a little move up. Yeah. Well done. Yes. You don't need to pass for sacrifice. So that's well done. I just wanted to get this. So anyway, that is the risk management that we should be, because we need to be very vigilant of such. This is the end of my presentation.